Welcome everyone. We're going to do a whole four-floor tour today. Where we are standing right now is what will be known as the upper lobby. We'll have a brand new staircase that will be our grand staircase going up to the new lounge space that we will be recreating on the second floor, and down to the speakeasy. Those of you familiar with this building, it is over 100 years of age, right? It was opened in 1923, and so there were a lot of things that were grandfathered. And one of that was accessibility in the front of house. And we are very, very pleased to now say that all 4 levels of this building will be accessible with an elevator. Part of the $37 million that we are raising we are leveraging from historic tax credits. And we received, I'm happy to say, both federal and state historic tax credits for this project, which also means that we've had to adhere to lots of historic mandates and requirements.
So with this project, we're converting it into program space and office space. So where we are right now, where the balcony is over here and the staircase, that'll lead up to that second floor lounge that Rosemary was talking about. And Penny is arriving just on time with the rendering.
Okay.
So here is the second floor lounge. You can see it has a dedicated bar, which will be over in that corner. Seating, comfortable seating for folks. And this space can be used for a number of things. It can be an overflow bar if we have a sold out show. It will likely act as our donor lounge. So this will be available for nonprofits, other organizations, businesses, clubs to rent and use based on availability on our calendar.
So not only are we transforming the building, literally, but we are transforming the way that we interact with the community and the way that we connect with the community through the use of these new spaces. And we want to be more than just a place for fancy people to come for a fancy night on a Friday night. We want to, we want a really active and vibrant building, almost 24/7. We're ready for it. We're doing the work now to ensure that we can deliver on that promise.
Mm-hmm. Once again, this was a space that was really not one that we used for anything except for storing years and years and years of stuff. But now, as you can see, we are in the process of creating our other space down here that will be the speakeasy, which I know everyone's really excited about. It's a very found space kind of feel. So like these ceilings, they're just going to get a coat of paint. They're not going to get drop panel or anything like that. The concrete walls will be exposed. We will have a real floor, so no dirt floor. In the corner there will be another bar, so 3 bars total throughout the building.
So this is the area that is most historic and that we have the highest level of compliance that we need to adhere to. So we are installing a accessibility ramp that will start about at this post here and come all the way along to the stage. We'll have all new seating. They'll be uniform, and so everyone will have the same type of seat. And we'll increase the capacity here of a little less than 100 more seats. We will be restoring this theater to what we know, as much as we know that it was in 1923. And yet, it will be equipped with state-of-the-art production equipment as well, and so that's exciting too. We're often asked, why don't you just repair those and sew them, or can I get up there with my needle and thread and stitch that up? What we are going to do is take that down, and they're going to be replaced with acoustical panels, a new set of tapestry.
And the other change that you'll notice visually, and you can kind of see in these renderings, 2 things. One is that the colors in here aren't too far off from the original colors. The fake columns, which you see as like a gray color now, will be more of a tan. And on every one of those columns and all around this room, we're adding architectural lighting. So if you were ever in here before, you might have noticed we had those like sconces on the walls that didn't really illuminate anything. It was very dark. You'll be able to see a lot more of the details now, even when we have the lights down low, because they'll just be so much more actually highlighted by the lighting fixtures. And one thing that will allow us to do, in addition to adding a few more seats, is have our sound booth in the actual center of the theater, which is the best position for sound in a theater. So in addition to the new sound equipment that will help with sound issues, that will help. And we are also, these 3 sets of doors here that lead out onto Spring Street are going to be sealed. So you will no longer, perhaps hear a car going by if you're sitting over on this side. It won't be a bleed of sound like it used to be. So with that, and among other things, there's going to be a lot of improvements to the sound.
We are looking at finishing up the project towards the end of this year, so the end of 2025. Reopening for sure at the beginning of 26 and maybe earlier.